Christian Dior's journey through life was nothing short of extraordinary, filled with dramatic shifts from wealth to hardship, only to rise again and achieve global success. From his humble beginnings to becoming one of the most influential figures in fashion, Dior's story is a testament to resilience and vision. His ability to turn challenges into opportunities allowed him to create a brand that would leave an indelible mark on the world. Curious about how this visionary transformed his life and revolutionized the fashion industry, let's take a closer look at how Dior built his legacy. Born on January 21st, 1905, in Granville, France, Dior spent his youth in Paris, where he was raised in a wealthy family as the second of 5 children. His father, Alexandre Dior, owned a successful fertilizer business, affording them a comfortable lifestyle. Dior, however, was a dreamer, captivated by art, flowers, and architecture. Despite his passion, his father had different plans, urging him toward a career in diplomacy. Complying reluctantly, Dior enrolled in political science at the prestigious École des Sciences Politiques in 1925. But his artistic inclinations were never far from his heart, and Dior's love for beauty and design ultimately led him to a path that would redefine fashion. Despite the early struggles and hardships he faced, Dior's resilience and creativity laid the groundwork for the House of Dior, a fashion empire that not only withstood time, but continues to shape and inspire the industry today. After graduating in 1928, Christian Dior, then 23, returned to his creative roots. Using his father's funding, he opened an art gallery, but with one stipulation: the family name would not appear on the gallery. Eager to pursue his passion, Dior agreed, showcasing works by artists like Picasso, Braque, and Cocteau. However, life soon took a devastating turn. In 1931, Dior's mother and older brother passed away, and the Great Depression left his father bankrupt, forcing Dior to shut down the gallery after only 3 years. Now financially strained, Dior sold the gallery's remaining stock, but it wasn't enough. He lost his apartment and even resorted to sleeping on a friend's floor. Worsening conditions led Dior to contract tuberculosis, requiring a year of recovery. Yet his resilience endured. Once recovered, he used his artistic skills to make ends meet, selling fashion sketches for a few cents each and hat designs to newspapers. These small steps ultimately rekindled Dior's creative ambitions, setting the stage for his future in fashion, one that would soon make his name legendary. Dior's talent in fashion didn't go unnoticed. He landed a role as a design assistant to the Swiss-born couturier Robert Piguet, who introduced Dior to the power of simplicity and elegance. This experience marked Dior's entry into the fashion world, opening new doors for him. However, Dior's budding career was interrupted by World War II when he was drafted for military service. Accounts vary, with some saying he served as an officer and others suggesting he worked on farms. Yet after a time, he returned to Paris, joining Lucien Lelong's haute couture house. Lelong's approach blended business and creativity, with his designers, including Dior, creating styles that catered to all, from the occupying Nazis to French collaborators. As the war ended, Dior's ambitions grew. Marcel Boussac, a wealthy textile manufacturer, saw Dior's potential and offered him a failing fashion house, Philippe Gaston, to resurrect. But Dior had a different vision. He wanted to create a brand under his own name rather than revive another's. In 1946, with Boussac's financial backing, Dior launched his own fashion house at the prestigious 30 Avenue Montaigne in Paris. At 41, Dior finally had the platform to bring his vision to life, creating the Christian Dior brand, which would soon revolutionize fashion. That same year, his father passed away, yet Dior's legacy was just beginning to flourish. In the months after launching his brand, Christian Dior devoted himself to creating fashion that felt like a dream. Although he had a degree in political science, his true education was in the arts and aesthetics he absorbed from his privileged upbringing and friendships with the world's great artists. During the war, fashion had turned practical and understated, with rationed materials and simplistic designs. Dior wanted to break free of this pragmatism. He envisioned a return to glamour and luxury, embracing femininity with bold, lavish designs. Within 3 months of starting his fashion house, Dior unveiled his first collection, Corolle. named for his love of flowers. This collection, often called the New Look, was a stark contrast to the minimalist styles of the time. Dior's designs featured lifted busts, sloped shoulders, corseted waists, and voluminous skirts, some using up to 20 yards of fabric. The look echoed the Belle Epoque era, celebrating opulence and romance, yet it was entirely fresh and modern. While fashion lovers adored the collection, not everyone was pleased. Coco Chanel notably criticized Dior's feminine silhouettes. Yet Dior's New Look revolutionized women's fashion and defined post-war luxury. His influence grew rapidly, and by 1957, he was already considering his successor. Tragically, while vacationing in Italy, Dior suffered a fatal heart attack at 52. His vision, however, had transformed fashion and left an enduring legacy. The fashion world deeply mourned the loss of Christian Dior, and to safeguard his legacy, Yves Saint Laurent was chosen as artistic director. Yves carefully upheld Dior's signature, luxurious style, utilizing the same rich fabrics and proportions that had defined the brand. However, he brought a fresh perspective by introducing lighter, more wearable designs, featuring softer silhouettes that still retain the elegance Dior was known for. Yves' approach modernized the brand while staying true to its roots, and his talent and innovation ensured that Dior's fashion house would continue to thrive. Though Yves' collections were well received, the industry found it challenging to accept him as Dior's successor. When he was drafted into the French army in 1960, Dior's management let him go, and Marc Bohan took over as creative head. Bohan brought a more conservative, refined aesthetic to the brand, aligning closely with Dior's original vision, but adding a modern, streamlined twist for the 1960s. Bohan's approach reinvigorated Dior's reputation for elegance and femininity, and he was soon recognized for keeping the Dior label at the forefront of fashion. Women's Wear Daily even credited him with rescuing the brand. Under Bohan's leadership, Dior expanded internationally, opening stores in London, Hong Kong, and beyond, solidifying its place as a global luxury brand. By the late 1970s, Dior had achieved worldwide recognition, setting a new standard in fashion and becoming a symbol of timeless sophistication. By the late 1970s, Dior had become a hidden asset within the struggling conglomerate Boussac Saint Frères, which eventually filed for bankruptcy in 1978. This created the perfect opportunity for Bernard Arnault, a billionaire with a long-time fascination for Dior, to acquire its parent company. Taking charge, Arnault assumed the roles of chairman, CEO, and managing director, and he brought in a series of acclaimed creative directors who added new twists to Dior's style. Under Arnault's leadership, Dior became part of the LVMH empire, yet it retained its unique identity and remained a standout luxury brand. Today, Dior continues to thrive, generating 28.7 billion euros in revenue in the first half of 2021. Known for meticulous detail and timeless elegance, the brand has maintained an iconic status in the fashion industry, embodying an innate sense of style season after season. This has been the story of Christian Dior, the visionary who, despite almost becoming a diplomat to meet his father's expectations, chose instead to follow his passion and spent decades building a revolutionary fashion empire. When his first collection, the iconic New Look, launched, it captivated the world and changed the course of fashion forever. More than half a century later, Dior's legacy continues to influence the industry, standing as a symbol of luxury, innovation, and timeless elegance. His name remains synonymous with high fashion, embodying the very essence of style and refinement. Thank you for watching. Let us know what inspired you, and don't forget to check out our channel for more business success stories.